What is going on, guys? SuchSpeed here. Welcome back to another video. Before we get into today's video, can you all please leave a like on it, join my Discord link on the screen right now, and subscribe if you haven't already. And by the way, I'm still making my own server. I just wanted to clarify that at the start of this video. I've been getting a bunch of comments. I'm still doing Bliss. I'll make another video discussing that very soon. I hope you guys all enjoy this video. This took a bunch of time to edit actually because there were so many mistakes I had when I was doing Facecam. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Join Arcane if you haven't already. Try out the Build UHC on there, and let's get into this big announcement. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is SuchSpeed here. Welcome back to another video. So today, as you guys can see, we are doing Facecam, and it's been a little while since I've done Facecam, so I wanted to bring it back. I'm currently editing my own videos because my editor is away, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the editing. Please leave a like on this video if you are. We're going to get straight into this video. I'm really going to try not to get sidetracked or mumble in this video. I'm just going to talk straight facts to all of you because I know this is going to be probably a quite popular video. It's a huge announcement. If you guys don't already know, I'm sure a lot of you do, because if you follow my Twitter, you'll already know what's been going down. Myself and Archie have become owners of Arcane. Now, if you guys don't know what Arcane is, it's a really old HCF server. You know, it's been around for some time. It's a very popular server. They get around, I guess, 1,000 to 1,500 players on average. So if you guys want to check it out, the IP is on the screen right now. I'm now an owner of that server, and I'm pretty much going to explain the reasoning and my decision to become an owner. And the reason why me and Archie became owners of Arcane is because Arcane are now planning to add UHC to their server. The reason I took this position was I saw two roads here, right? I saw two options, and this was even before the whole J-Hole and Cheat Breaker drama and Mine HQ, whatever. I saw two roads. Like, I was approached by Carson a while ago. Either I stay working with Mine HQ. I mean, I wasn't even working with them, right? That was like really the only server I was playing on. I wasn't getting many updates about UHC. In general, I wasn't that happy about how UHC was released. I think I had a similar mindset to Daniel. I was expecting it to be a bit different to how it was 9 months ago, but it was pretty much the same. There wasn't really any incentive that it was going to change. I felt like it was cool that they brought it back. There wasn't much change happening, which for me, I wasn't too involved in it. They weren't going to let me be involved in it, so I saw this other option that came across me. Carson pretty much said, you know, do you want to own your own UHC server? To me, it just seemed like a no-brainer. Like, right now, I'm not going to settle for how it is right now. I want to make a change. UHC right now is really boring. I think that's my own opinion. You guys might feel the same. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who really do support Mine HQ and Ultra right now, even after all the allegations and after all the drama. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that still stick with the server, and I can completely respect that. I want to do something very different. For me, it was like my own personal decision here that, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and when I took the role a few months ago, when I was an admin on Badline, I really didn't do much, and it really settled for me. Like, I was disappointed in myself. A lot of you were disappointed in me. I didn't do much as an admin. Being an admin on Badline is a lot different to being an owner on Arcane. I have a lot more control over what I can do, and I'm going to be dedicating a lot more time to be doing this. Me and Archie are going to be dedicating a lot of time to be making sure we create the best UHC experience. You know, obviously he's got a ton of experience. Archie has more experience than me when it comes to UHC, not necessarily just developing, but actually just experiencing what people like, what players like, and we've been getting a ton of feedback. I just want to say a big thank you over the last couple of days on Twitter. You know, when we've been making tweets about Arcane, you know, they've just brought out Build UHC. That's something we got done in like a day. You know, obviously it's just adding another kit. It's not something difficult, but you guys are testing it. If you guys haven't already, please connect to Arcane.cc. Something I'm very happy about that was like a huge reason for me to be joining is the fact that they have EU servers, right? And they also have NA and SA, so a lot more players are going to be able to play on there. It's not necessarily just NA players. I'm going to quickly address this. A lot of you guys are asking if there's going to be EU UHCs. I cannot confirm, but if there's EU practice servers, then you can kind of figure that out for yourself. A lot of people are commenting, you know, you're just going to split up the UHC community even more, and then that's your own opinion right now, but I'm not just going to settle and sit here waiting for nothing to happen. You know, there wasn't any updates with the only UHC server that I was playing on. It was the exact same thing 9 months ago. I'm not just going to let that slide again. You know, I want to do my own thing. I want to be working with Archie and developing a growing community. Arcane is a big server. When they did their resets, like, it's mainly a HCF server, so when they do resets quite often, I think they've peaked to like 4,000 players, which is pretty big for a HCF server, and I want to expand it more than just a HCF server. My main focus is UHC on Arcane and what the community wants, right? I want to bring a lot of UHC players to Arcane. I want it to be the home of UHC, and I hope it does become that. I don't want to be overconfident or sound arrogant, because I know a lot of you guys really support Ultra and Mine HQ, and I still, you know, wish them the best of luck with whatever they do. Hopefully they start doing updates. It's up to them. And alongside all of the questions I'm going to be answering myself, I did also ask you guys on Twitter to ask me a bunch of questions regarding myself becoming an owner alongside Archie. Now, the first question I'm going to jump into is like the main question, I think, and that is pretty much, why do you think Arcane can be the home of UHC? I just feel like we're going to make the right changes in UHC and develop it in a way that you guys are just going to love it. You know, we're going to be really consistent with everything we do. You know, we're going to be hosting games non-stop, have a solid staff team, and that's something I can't stress enough. We're going to have a really good staff team based on this, and it's just going to be a good environment. Hopefully you guys are excited. Now, another big question, obviously, with Archie being involved with Arcane now, obviously he was a Badline owner. A lot of people are asking, is Badline client going to be required? Is Badline anti-cheat going to be in Arcane? And to answer this question, we are planning on having something there. I can't disclose any more information really other than that, just because we aren't really at a point where we can publicly announce that yet. But obviously, as you can imagine, having a Badline owner does help a lot when it comes to developing. Archie is a really talented guy. Okay, so one question I actually saw, which I actually responded to on Twitter, was, do you think that Arcane will revive the community? Because all I see happening is the community becoming split again like Badline and Ultra 4. The difference is now, I think a lot of people have an incentive to look for something different. I feel like the general UHC player right now is literally, there's nothing for them to do. They can play UHC on one server, which is fine because it's filling up, right? They're settling for it. You know what I mean? There's not necessarily a competitor right now. They're settling for what the only thing around is, which is why I don't feel like it's going to split the community at all. I don't care. I do feel like Arcane will revive the community completely if we do it the right way. We are working really hard right now to get everything set up. We've already began testing, so I'm not going to talk much more about that. Next question. What is your goal of being the owner of Arcane? So it's pretty self-explanatory. I want UHC to thrive on Arcane. I want to be able to develop UHC into something it used to be, where it was a thriving community, which there was a lot of players in. I want it to become pretty much what Badline used to be like a few years ago, when it was literally the home and everyone would be playing on there having a good time. There'll be like 5 games a day, but we want to be reducing the amount of cheaters than there was back then, because there was a stupid amount of cheaters back in the day. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, what are the diamond rates going to be like? What are the cave rates going to be like? Is it going to be completely different? Yeah, so pretty much what the ore rate's going to be like. I can't disclose exactly how we're going to do it, but we do want to have a very nice balance, nothing too OP, nothing too less OP, if that makes sense. We want to have a very good balance between that, and that's pretty much all I can really say right now. And a big question I've been getting a lot of people asking is, where do I see Arcane going? So I'm going to try not sound overconfident, but I do see it becoming the home of UHC if we do everything right. Right now we're working very hard, as I said, to pretty much perfect everything for you guys. We're doing a lot of testing with cave rates. We're going to be working with a lot of YouTubers, like a lot of people that had a huge influence in UHC. Another one of my personal main goals, which I didn't mention at the start, is I want to change the meta of UHC, because right now it is boring, it's horrible, and it's stale. Like, we've been playing the same exact meta for the past 9 months. It has not changed in the slightest, and that's exactly what I want to do. One question that was quite interesting is, do I like the Arcane community? Now, I will say this, it's a very different community compared to UHC. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be dabbling into HCF at all, really, even though I am an owner, and the server is quite right now mainly HCF based. I don't mind the community. It seems perfectly fine to me. It's a lot more English based than I'm used to, because obviously on Badline and other servers it's been quite German, English, and Spanish, but it's general quite an American audience, which is interesting. But there is also EU servers, which I'm very happy about, because I haven't seen an EU UHC server or EU in general in quite some time. But anyway, guys, that was most of the questions. I didn't want to answer all of them because we would literally have been going on for like an hour, but I tried answering most of the important ones. You know, this is some big news, and it might come as a shock to a lot of you, but I will not be letting people down like I did with Badline. I didn't do much as an admin there, but I will be focusing 100% of my time onto Arcane UHC. This is hopefully going to be the future of UHC. I want it to become something big, and I think me and Archie will not let this fail. This will not become a failure. If you know Archie himself, he will not let this fail, and neither will I, because I'm putting my name behind this. I do not want this to fail whatsoever. But anyway, thank you guys all for watching. As I mentioned at the start, I am still going to be doing my own server. I know a lot of you guys were asking questions about that. You know, what's happening to Bliss? He's still doing Bliss. I am doing Bliss. It's just, obviously, I've been dedicating a lot of time to this as well. And Bliss is still going to be happening. I will have a whole video dedicated to what's going to be happening with Bliss in the future. So anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.